いでは近い。わしが菰田におればな。
いらっしゃらずばこそ今共に戦える。
なぜ負けたかわかるか。
けだものには勝てませぬ。
それは違うな。
この目で見たのです。
キューバの道は見るのみにあらず、心を研いで感じるものよ。
I am an idiot. Can you hear me now? Sweet. All right. The speech that I just gave and that you did not hear any of was that don't worry about not having seen the game before. This is a new game plus. So all the armor that I was going over and everything, that some of it's kind of spoilery, but most of it's just armor from my previous playthrough. So this is like the third mission, I want to say. So yeah, you'll see some characters, you'll see some spoilers, but it's not like late game stuff. This is all stuff you'd see within your first hour of playing. So hopefully that doesn't run you off. But yeah, welcome to the stream. It'll probably just be us. I actually forgot that I have a handicap on. That's why my character's dripping blood like that. I need to take that off as soon as this scene is over. It's actually an amazing game. This is my favorite game ever. I'm not going to be able to see your Discord chat, though, just for the record. I'm just picking up my phone and seeing it. But if you type into YouTube, I'll see it. I have the stream chat up on my screen. But yeah, this is my favorite game ever, hands down. And I've played a lot of games in my years. There's a lot of close seconds, a lot of games that are tied for second. But when it comes to like what is the one game that I would say is my favorite game, I'd have to go with Ghost. And I need to take this off because I really don't like the dripping blood aesthetic. But what this was is a charm that you can equip onto your gear. Yeah, it's PS4 and PS5. The director's cut is also both PS4 and PS5. I think they both cost. I want to say they both cost $60. But don't quote me on that. But if you were interested and you have a 4, it's definitely worth the purchase. The director's cut is only a $20 upgrade for anyone who has the existing, like the original, the vanilla games, a $20 DLC, and it adds a ton of stuff. It's probably the best value for $20 that you're going to get in the game these days. But all of these are like charms. These are things that you can equip to modify your gear. Right now I have on a nerf, a handicap. it means that if you get hit once, you're basically permanently at 1 hit point. If you get hit at all, you will die. Iron Will is an ability that lets you self-revive at the cost of a resource. It's disabled with this on, so really I was just making the game really hard for myself. Unfortunately, it also has your character like always dripping blood, and that's pretty immersion breaking for me. And immersion's really great in this game, so it's all the more jarring when you have something that's just looks ridiculous like this. Therefore, we are taking that off. This is also a lethal plus. Yeah, it's pretty rough on the eyes. This is also a lethal plus playthrough. On lethal plus, you really can't get hit, even with like tons of armor, the really best gear, all of that, maxed out health, which is all stuff that I have. You still can only probably take 2 hits from an enemy. And conversely, enemies really can't take much more than 2, possibly 3 hits from you. So it's a very, very high risk, high reward type of difficulty setting. I think hard is more difficult just because hard doesn't buff you. It just buffs the enemies. But as far as like cinematic, yo, what's up? I'm guessing that is Darren? Question mark.
良き弓だが戦を決めるのは人だ武具ではない
もうこの兵器は火を吹くのですぞ。
戦いはこれからよ
I can't recall. I lost my train of thought. But what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. If I remember what I was saying, I'll go back to it. Oh, lethal. High risk, high reward. Really seems like it seems more cinematic for that reason. And I enjoy it for that reason as well. But if I really want to be challenged, then I actually don't put it on lethal, which is a little counterintuitive.
生てはことを潜んじるという言葉があるぞ
ではどうしろと。
まあ少し落ち着け奴らは石膏を探しに兵を出すはずだ門を開いた刹那に飛び込むぞ
長引けばそれだけ巴殿が危うくなります。
心配は無用だ戦場をよく見ろ
Darren, I don't know if you've played Ghost of Tsushima or what your familiarity with it is, but just to bring you up to speed on where I'm at in this new playthrough. This is a new game plus playthrough. This is probably, as far as like Act 1 outside of the prologue, this is potentially the very first mission you do. It is an open world game, so you have a little bit of control over how you approach the story. But it's really, really early in. All that I've done so far is the prologue. So, yeah, it's going to be spoilery. Naturally, you're watching a stream, but it's not late game. You're not going to see anything that would ruin your own enjoyment if you were to pick the game up, if you haven't already played it. It is, man. It's my favorite game.
やる甲斐はあるの
松明を撃ち落とせば火花が飛びましょう。
火事を起こせるな。
騎兵の数が多い。
だが腕前はわしらが勝る。門が開いたら敵を引きつけろ。矢の雨を降らせてやる。
しかるの地に乗り込み、巴殿を救う。
よし。
Nah, I enjoy Final Fantasy 14. It's probably up there in my top 5. But the people are what make 14 great for me. If it wasn't for the people, I can't see myself logging in and playing 14 like solo, like not being in the FC, stuff like that. No one is speaking Spanish. I assume that's Coco just from the trolling nature of that comment. If that is Coco, welcome, man. I'm glad you're here. Coco, this is really early game. I don't know if you've like watched any streams or know anything about the game. This is New Game Plus, really early, so you might see some abilities and things that are a bit spoily, but this isn't anything that you couldn't experience within your first hour outside of the prologue yourself, so shouldn't be too spoilery. I also play with no HUD, so if you were playing it, you might see it look a little different unless you change the settings. I actually don't know how I'm going to get up there. Oh, that helps. Right. If you say so. Right.
待て、これは巴のもの。辺りを調べろ。
もうこの矢ではない。
これは巴の矢だ。
確かですか。
鹿の角の矢はずはわしが教えた。海わしの矢羽もな。
弓を奪われたのでしょうか。
それにしては狙いが正確。もうこの兵なんぞにできぬ芸当だ。
巴に弓を使わせたのか。
The story here of the mission that we're on is that he's this guy, Sensei Ishikawa, is looking for his only student, Tomoe. She was captured by Mongols, and that's what we're doing. This is the base that he believes she is being held at.
誰かが住んでおったようだ。
女子の衣服。
巴のものだ。
釈放されていたのか。なぜだ。巻物。猛虎の言葉で弓について書かれている。あなたの名もここに。
わしの教えを猛虎に売ったということか。聞こえた。
島のものです。
寒い。女を探しておる。弓取りだ。
俺と同じ檻にいた女です。でも奴は解放され弓を受け取ると女房を殺しやがった。他の奴らも。
あのムクロ。
己の腕を敵に売り込み。
I'm not going to comment on that. I'll just say you probably watch too much anime.
死にたくない。
長いは無用。行くぞ。 殺しておれば
なんと
自由を得るためだ。巴は敵についたのだ。
なぜそのような。先生、
わしが追い詰めたのだ。
追い詰めた。ご説明を。
Yeah.
先生、
Coco watches too much anime, evidently. He caught on to that immediately.
お答えください。
わしを襲ったのは賊ではない、巴だ。
なぜ。
武士の本懐を理解しておらぬからだ。
あなたのせいで寝返ったのだ。
己に何がわかる。
本意をお聞かせください。
わしの弓術を猛虎に奪われるわけにはいかん。
ならば止めねば。
お主の助太刀はいらぬ。
いや、いるはずです。勝利は人がもたらすもの、武具にあらず。
お主も立派に育ったな。巴を仕留めるぞ、わしのやり方でな。
そして叔父上の救出にお力添えを。
ああ、約束しよう。手はずを整えておく。時が来たら道場に来い。
我らだけでは勝てません。もっと味方を集めねば。
生きておるかは分からんが、足立政子殿を探せ。対馬随一の女武芸者だ。
Yeah, and you know what's funny is it actually looks like this on PS4. All that the PS5 really did is it improves the frame rate, which I don't think you guys are seeing. You're probably seeing 30 on YouTube, and that's about it. If you had this on the PS4, PS4 Pro, it would look pretty much the same as this.
稲荷の神が守ってくださる。俺が生まれた日、母上が蛍を追う狐を見たそうだ。
狐はお稲荷様のお使いと言われてますからね。見かけたら追いかけるのが吉でしょう。
そうしよう。では。
I'm actually getting tired of this hat. They actually have they have a Zeeg armor in here. You can just run around and pretend to be Zeeg the whole game. But I'm not into that.
戦でお使いください。助かった。
菰田の浜から生きてお道中のご無事をお祈りして。
Yeah, this game is beautiful though. I was in constant when I played it on the 4. I was in constant awe of how they. I don't know how they figured out the way to get the grass to look like this. But the skybox is also amazing as well. And it's very easy to play with no HUD. There aren't any, you know, how many games will give you like a HUD element that shows you where your next checkpoint is. But if I wanted to set a checkpoint and like on the map, the wind, whichever way the wind is blowing, that's the direction you should go into to reach whatever your objective is. And if you need to be reminded, you can swipe up on the pad and it will give you another gust of wind. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Also, anything that you see on the island is itself like a symbol or an indicator that there's something there. Like that smoke off in the distance is something. Probably a side quest. If it was black smoke, it would probably be like a Mongol camp. If you see a bunch of birds in the air, then that's probably a haiku or something like that. Like you don't need a HUD. The game gives you enough visual information without it. Yeah, they really do. Which is why, Freya, the issue with the cursed item that was making me like drip blood like that, it's a no-go for me. It's an incredibly immersive game, but to have stuff like that, I mean, I like what it does. I like being able to customize the difficulty through those handicaps, but the visual feedback for that is not really, it's not cool for me. I don't dig it. Definitely. This isn't me just being cruel. You do need leathers and stuff to upgrade your different armor. And since deer are sacred, we're really only left with killing bears and pigs or whatever those things were. Hogs. Boars. I also really love photo mode on this game. But if I get into that, that'll just be the whole stream, so. And that's lethal mode. So you get hit like twice, you're done. I think I can do that one more time to show you guys like how, and even when you get back up, you only have like one hit point. So you can't just like spam recoveries. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this dude down now. Looks like they robbed those folks, unfortunately. Oh, cool. I actually don't think I've done this fort on this playthrough yet. So you guys can see a little infiltration gameplay here if you're in the stealth. And I am consequently going to change my armor. All right.
하라고. 양모했노다.
That guy was a captain, so obviously he had a bit more health. This is a poison dart, which results in a pretty brutal death that causes enemies to flee who witness it. As you can see, he's having a hard time over there.
ямар нэг юм харав уу?
Dogs are the worst.
Hindman!
That hurt. Oh. Let's get a firecracker out here. I thought he was dead. Freaking dogs are the worst, man. Killed by a dog. Rip me. So after clearing the enemies out of these areas, you want to, there'll be something that you have to sabotage or destroy. Sometimes you have a bit of a boss fight after that, a little sub-boss or a mini-boss, before you can completely reclaim the area. Seeing as how this is on lethal, I'm probably about to get clapped. Crap. Good thing about this game is it's hard, but when you die, there's nearly no time on getting back into the fight. Red attacks are unblockables. And the attacks that glint white can only be parried, can't be blocked. Ouch. That sucks. I think we'll get him this time. That's a perfect parry. Or not. There are 4 different stances to use based on the type of enemy you're fighting. Since he's a shield, you want to be in water stance, which is what I'm using here. To change that, this would be stone stance. It's more fit for fighting enemies with swords and without shields. I didn't see that unblockable coming. But even outside of that, even though some are fit more for some enemies than others, you still get different combos, special combos, depending on the stance you're in. So it can still be beneficial to use a certain stance regardless of who you're fighting. Freaking unblockable. Oh, I had enough to get up. Got him. Now, having reclaimed this area, it'll add different services, merchants, vendors to it. I think to this one you just get a merchant, but I mean that's still pretty cool. None of them are really going to be a huge deal for me. I've already unlocked them all in my previous playthrough. One new thing to the game for the director's cut is the ability to do this. Hit square and replay any of these areas or duels and things like that, which is pretty awesome. So that time I just did it with a stealth playthrough, but if I wanted to switch to something more straightforward, I could. And here's the dogs again. So this time, no stealth. Run in. He's using a pole arm, so for him you want to switch to wind stance. Shield, water sense. That's a stagger. As you can see, this can go two completely different ways based on whether you want to play stealth, whether you want to go in as the honorable samurai, or whatever you want to see yourself as. The game gives you the ability to play it out in different ways. This build that I'm using right here, you really want to try and get staggers, which are really difficult to get and lethal because all the enemies die so fast. I'm dead. I really don't like the stealth play though, because it seems a little cheesy. He's got a helmet. Unfortunate. I mean, I know that's what the game's about, but it's not very. That mode is more challenging, or that style is more challenging to me as far as like solving a puzzle. But it's not. There's not much action. The AI is a bit sus. Like, obviously, if you hear a fight in your camp, you should probably not be on training dummies still. There's no way these guys are that deaf to where they don't. You wouldn't hear full-on battle. Within one camp. I don't know. Oh, okay, they're behind me. That might be it. Nope. I honestly don't know where anyone is left at. Gate guard. That's probably it. Nope. Still someone. Sleepy dude. Now I really don't know who's left. A dog. The camps can get large enough that it becomes annoying to find the last enemies, but after enough time, then they'll just highlight them for you and show you where they are. And you can actually just challenge all of them all at once by pressing up on the D-pad. So while it can be frustrating to find them in the larger camps, and this isn't even close to a large camp, they account for that. I don't know where the last enemy is. Hopefully, they go ahead and let me challenge them here in a moment. I don't know if it's on a timer or what. It's not an archer. I don't hear anyone. Now I feel like it's just glitched because by now it should have actually offered me to just challenge the remaining forces. The fact that it isn't tells me there's just something wrong. I have no idea why it's adding every single question mark. Why is it doing that? Is it also at, yep. Right? It's all good. It stopped. Alright, I have some upgrades. I don't know what upgrades they are, but let's go find out. This is why I actually needed to kill those boars. Is the plural of boars? All right, I want to hear some feedback. Do you guys just want to see me wandering around the map doing nothing, or do you want to see actual story missions, or what? Side quest, story missions, random free roam. You guys call it. we will be doing story in that case. I'm going to actually continue Sensei Ishikawa's tale. We left off with him revealing that his student Tomoe had attacked him when he originally told Jin Sakai that he had been he had been you know what? He had been attacked by bandits. And then he revealed at the end of the quest that he had actually been attacked by Tomoe, who he believes is now teaching the Mongols his way of the bow. So what we're going to do in order to accommodate Coco's request here is we're going to save our game. And I'm going to go to my file that is on the new island that has the Bloodborne Yarm outfit. I'm actually not very fond of it, but it does have it. Legends mode is multiplayer. You have 4 different classes, gear, a raid, all of that, but we're not going to get into that here. This is my playthrough where I cleared the DLC yesterday. I had to meet a middle ground between being a monk and being a samurai, so I went with monkey armor. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. Same studio or guide for them to... Actually, it's not. The only line that I know of, I mean, there could be some staff that's similar. The only line that I know of that would connect these two titles is that they're both PlayStation exclusives for it. So I don't know if they were just giving a shout out to another PlayStation exclusive, or if they were trying to, if Sony was trying to be cheeky and give a hint at other games that could be coming out with content, because they also added a God of War skin for the Clan Sakai armor. So this is the God of War set, which I think looks pretty cool. Looks really good. At first, I wasn't very impressed by it, but I took another look later, and I think it's pretty dope. I could see Kratos wearing this if he were a samurai. The ram horns. I have God of War. If you want to see that on stream, I mean, I know that's not the same as playing it, but if you want to see me play it, just let me know. They also add, and this is a really nice set. They also added a Shadow of the Colossus skin for the Ghost armor, which is really dope. I'm a big fan of it. The cloak has a bit of a textured look on the emblem. It still retains its frayed appearance at the bottom, but still looks really clean at the same time. So I'm a big fan of this. Really big fan of it. And then per Coco's request, we have the Yarn investments. Not a huge fan of them. I mean, it definitely says Bloodborne. You got the crow's feathers from your hunters, Eileen the Crow specifically. You even have the Bloodborne emblem, or whatever you would call it, logo on the robe here, or whatever I don't know what it's called. So it definitely says Bloodborne for me, but it's not quite hitting for me. I first of all, I don't like the tier 3 Kensei armor. So that's the first miss for me. I like the beads on the waist, but that's it. I don't like the hobo chic look. But since it's been requested, we will throw on the hat as well, which is really the same as the rest of the straw hats. It just has a crow's feather on the top of it. And it's pitch black. I actually didn't realize it was that dark. So this would be the Yarnum gear set. All right, you got that. That's fair. feel like that's more. I don't even have a comeback for that. You win that point. Kensei armor has a very specific style to it. It's built for using like your tools, like your kunai, smoke bombs, things like that, and your special techniques with your katana. It doesn't give any defensive buffs or anything like that, which on hard mode can be helpful. Hard mode, the enemies you don't do extra damage. You just fight enemies with more health and who do more damage. So I don't usually roll with the. I don't usually roll with this. If I do use this, then I typically go with the tier 1 or tier 2 appearance, which I'm more fond of. That said, this is a territory I already cleared, but I'm going to replay it just to show you guys how it plays. This guy up here has a Hwacha. That's an eagle that's seen me. I'm pretty much screwed. Yep. Yep. I should probably have seen you spelling my name that way at some point, but was completely blindsided by that just now. These are the hardest enemies in the game, the highest level enemies in the game. As you can see, they have a ton of health. That perfect dodge would have killed on lethal, and I'm dead after one hit. Do I have on the frailty charm? No, because I wouldn't have been able to get back up. Alright, let's see. There's a shaman up here who's giving everybody a buff with that chanting. By everyone, I mean everyone but me. I know I saw an arrow come from this way. I didn't even see that guy. Ouch. Yikes, that's that. So, ideally you want to try and take down the shaman early in. Unfortunately, I got seen too early, and the only way to take the shaman down from range is to hit him in the head with a longbow, which is a really long draw time, making it very difficult to use in the middle of combat. This time I'll try not to be seen by the eagle. Make it worse for myself. That's a lot better. Get these guys out of the way. Cool. All right. Out of arrows. That's the shaman. I just said all of that, and then I very stupidly did not kill the shaman. So I'm gonna have to give myself away with an explosive arrow. Or they won't notice because they're dumb. Apparently there's more than one shaman here. Got a couple of brutes in the back. These are these beefy guys. Yikes. Wow. Alright. There's a dude behind me, of course. 2 archers. Rip me. Attempt 3. Why did he shoot that dude? The bonus is actually to... You know, I forgot why I was wearing this. There are certain gears you can equip that allows you to terrify enemies and they basically give up or flee the battlefield. Did I miss? Yeah. This gear that I'm wearing does not do that, so then I have to use certain skills. Really? Well, that sucks. I'm aiming like Coco's Bard. Alright, so this time... You know what? This time I'm going all in with cheesy ghost tactics. Is what I call them. There's a lot of tools that I'm not using here because I actually really like to actually fight. But there's a lot of tools you can use that I've been ignoring, and this time I'm just gonna use them. And this is how you trivialize the game. Which these are actually the tools that you're meant to use with this armor. As you can see, once you actually use the tools, the game just kind of becomes silly. Yeah, this is why I don't really play like this. It's definitely OP. It's not even fun. Not to me. I mean, if you just want to be overpowered ninja god, then sure, that's fun. But if you actually want to like engage in the combat and enjoy the nuances of the styles and all that, then you don't want to do this. And that's that. But this armor that Coco requested me to wear, it's built for those things. So all those tools and things that I was using, they do 50% more damage when you're wearing the Kensei armor. This is probably my favorite armor right now, despite its very trolly appearance. Just because of the fact that it actually makes the game harder, but if you're good enough to pull it off, it's very, very rewarding to use as well. What it does is it disables your regular parry. Excuse me, it disables your regular parry, and it replaces your counter attack with a combo string, which is really, really strong because the combo string actually includes a ton of iframes. So if you can pull off a perfect parry within a group of enemies, you're pretty much going to drop 2, maybe 3 of them just off of that one parry. It also turns your dodge counter into an AoE. It also debuffs the enemies. So I really like it. But if you're not capable of pulling off the perfect parries and the perfect dodges, it's very punishing because you're just gonna get clapped. There's really no other way to put it. They'll just swarm you and overwhelm you, and you'll get killed every time. I think I'm just gonna keep this. So if I went to that same, I actually don't remember which of these I went to. I think it. Yeah, and that's the great thing, Freya, Nami Freya. As you saw, this game it's got a very the difficulty. It's really up to you how hard you want it to be. Like I said, you could throw on the ghost armor, and all that stuff that I was using is stuff that you just get from all the stuff that you just get from the story. So it's not like I was like using tools or anything that are like really hard. Yes, Frami, or Nea. Nea's not a bad name. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. We're gonna fight. Oh, the combat is you can approach it. You can approach it in a lot of different ways that make it more or less difficult. Like, you don't have to wear this armor I'm wearing now. What's up, Derek? And make it as difficult as I'm making it. So that's up to you. If you feel like the game might be too hard because you're not good at counter games or you're not good at dodging, you don't have to play it that way. You can go more of a ninja route with stealth and your tools. Derek, what's up, man? I'm glad you're watching. I honestly though I can't see you guys' full comments, so if you type a longer comment, I'm not gonna see it because the PlayStation only shows you, I think, like, I don't know, I'm gonna say maybe 100 characters before it truncates the string. That was a perfect dodge, and that was the AoE attack that you get with this armor that you don't normally have. Derek, this is Ghost of Tsushima's DLC that they just added earlier this week for Iki Island. It's pretty late game stuff. It is, man. I love it. It's my favorite game, and it actually has a multiplayer, four player teams, raids, gear, all that stuff. Anything you would expect from your typical RPG, multiplayer RPG. It's not an MMO or anything, but it's pretty fun to play with the group. And the cool thing is, Derek, as I was telling Nami earlier, this game actually looks like this on the PlayStation 4. So the only thing that the PS5 is really improving here for me is the frame rate, which I don't even think you guys are seeing on YouTube. I think I'm streaming at 30 frames. So what you're seeing is what you'd pretty much be playing if you were playing this on your Pro. Ah, crap. I wasn't supposed to do that. Derek, how the boys doing, man? I know I have no idea how Sucker Punch was able to pull it off, but I actually went back late 2020 and replayed Sucker Punch's previous game to this, which was Infamous Second Son. And I'll be honest, even Infamous Second Son, which came out at the start of the PS4 generation, that looks better than most PS4 games. And that was from the beginning, so I don't know what secret jutsus they're using at Sucker Punch, but they know something other people evidently don't. Crap. So that would have normally been parried, but because I have this armor on, I couldn't parry it. I didn't time it just right. When they add that fire to their blade, you actually can't. I didn't see that coming. You can't block it all. You just have to dodge. Normally, you want to pay attention to the bonus objectives, but because my character's already maxed out, I don't really care about them anymore. If I was smart, I would find that shaman, but I'm not very smart. Let's actually go get him. Really? When'd you do that, Derek? Nice. What, did you get a 3080? I probably should have just let you say instead of asking that, because now you're kind of on the spot. What car did you get? Nice. Very nice. What you should do is play the critically acclaimed massively multiplayer online role-playing game, Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if you've heard of that. I hear it's pretty good. It's actually free all the way to the Heaven's War expansion. Derek, I didn't see the title of the game you said you've been playing because of the comments being cut off. All I saw was heal something. Exactly. Nami knows. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, listen to Nami. You should try that game. Yeah. Yeah, listen to the Coco as well. What's Hell Let Loose about, Derek? Dang it. This game is so much harder when you're actually trying to chat with people and read comments. Oh shoot, yeah, I need 2 to heal now. I forgot about that. We're gonna have to actually get a little spicy here. Shoot. I tried the roll. Obviously, I failed. Is that really pushing your PC, or is it just something that you're into? You know what else is super difficult and frustrating? Raids in the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14. Just saying, I've heard that. I don't actually raid. Yeah, that's right. You did say you. So, what VR did you go with? Because I remember you saying you didn't like the one that you had. Get out of here, Nami. You get 1 purple parse. And now the game's too easy. What'd you grab instead? Valve? Nice. I'm still slumming it with PSVR. That's fair, Nami. You know what? I should have actually made that joke myself. That was a missed opportunity. Yeah, Derek, I'm slumming it with the PSVR, man. The kids like to play Beat Saber on there. And that's really all they play on there. I have like Resident Evil 7, a couple other VR games, but nothing that I'm really into. Probably because I have a trash VR system. I don't have sweet stuff you got going on over there. It is, dude. Oh, you're on PC too, so you can get like custom songs and stuff. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm stuck with just like the stock games or the stock songs that you can buy from the PSN. Which there's a lot of good ones on there. I actually got a couple Kendrick Lamar songs and some other stuff. But the ones I see on YouTube are nuts, man. Some spicy stuff on there. Yeah, Nami, Beat Saber is a ton of fun, and it's actually if you get into it, you allow yourself to like really like enjoy it. It's a pretty good workout too. You can burn some calories, and get a little cardio in. It's fun. I dig it. Mostly the kids play it though. We actually want to come visit you guys probably in like the next 2 weeks, Derek. So we'll have to set that up. Assuming you guys are free. Woody and I have been talking about it. I'm just scrolling around the map. Now, let me see. Let's do. Everybody needs to burn calories, Nami. Some people actually burn a lot of calories just thinking. And so because of that, I don't think that you probably need to burn too many extra. I think you're probably already at cap for calories burned per day, just as a consequence of how difficult thinking can be for some people. Let's see. We're going to go to do a duel. Which one? I don't want to do the big story one. Actually, I don't want to do any of those duels. I think I'm kind of over the island, but I just don't want to leave. That's a duel. I think you guys saw me do that one like twice. Oh, this is a duel. We can do this.
お前も砦に吊るしてやる。
Rip. That was a great counter.
花向けの無駄だ。
Oh, rip. Solid. Yeah, that didn't go well. This is gonna be fun.
お前も砦に吊るしてや
All
る。
right, let's see. I actually have a charm on that makes it costs twice as much to yeah, that didn't go so high. Costs twice as much to actually heal. So short of putting on the charm that brings you down to permanent 1 hit point, this is about as hard as I think as I can make it on myself on hard mode.
お前も砦に吊るしてやる。
All right. Wow. This doesn't look good. Salt. Round 3. Son of a... This is on hard mode, Derek, but I also have on a bunch of armor and handicaps that make it even harder than it would normally be. The game itself is actually kind of easy, but they give you the ability to make it harder if that's your thing. So it's really got like a pretty nuanced difficulty range. That's it. I don't think they're going to show this cutscene since I was just replaying it. Yeah. Guys, give me 1 second. Alright, looks like I'm being summoned for dinner. I'm going to cut the stream, guys. Sorry for the abrupt ending. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll probably stream some more later on. Derek, I'll probably be streaming Final Fantasy 14. I invite you to tune in. Check that out. The game is free up to level 60. I think you'll have a blast playing it, especially with your rig. Nami and Coco and people like that could tell you how to put a bunch of mods on and make the game look absolutely gorgeous. But other than that, yeah, I'll shoot you guys links if I decide to go live again later on today. Again, thanks for coming. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Love you. Peace. Take care of yourselves. I'm out.